One day, I got summoned to the school president's office. My jaw dropped open when I got informed that Mia accused me of raping her. I didn't. I would never do that. She's telling lies against me. They didn't believe me. Apparently, Mia was at the hospital and there were traces of forceful sex. Even more, my shirt was found at the scene. I couldn't be more confused. It felt like a dream until I found myself in a cell at the police station. I met Mia during our sophomore year in college. She was a quiet student and very beautiful. I had a long-time crush on her but didn't have the balls to face her. She suddenly came to me one day to ask for clarification on a topic she didn't understand. I was so happy. My eyes had hearts in them as I explained the topic to her. We started becoming close from then. I noticed that she was interested in art just as I was, and that made us bond even more. We would visit museums, libraries, and other artistic places together, then end the day with dinner at a fine restaurant. It didn't take long before I gathered courage and confessed my feelings to her. Surprisingly, it was mutual, and we began dating. Honestly, the first 3 months of our relationship was perfect. We did nothing but love and take care of each other. It was going that way until problems began arising. One day, we were both at my home, and I'd left Mia to have a quick bath. I left my phone on the couch without caring. I trusted my girlfriend to respect my privacy like I respected hers, but Mia didn't seem to be that person. Right before I entered the bathroom, I remembered something I wanted to ask her, but when I went back to meet her, I found her scrolling through my phone. I quietly went close to her and grabbed the phone, only to see that she was going through my messages. I flared up. "How dare you? You have no right to go through my chats like that. What's wrong with you, Mia?" I expected her to apologize, but she became defensive.
"I'm your girlfriend. I can check your chats if I want." "What? Are you scared? Why did you get so worked up? Are you by any chance cheating on me?"
"You're being ridiculous, Mia. I would never cheat on you, and you know that." "Well, since you checked my chats, give me your phone and let me check yours. Let's be equal." I was shocked when she hid her phone behind her and refused. According to her, I was being unfair by trying to check her phone.
"Are you accusing me of cheating? How can you do this to me? I hate you, Sean. You're the worst boyfriend."
I watched in shock as she stormed out of my house. After a while, I began feeling bad. Maybe I was truly wrong to ask for her phone. I was supposed to be the victim, but I found myself at her house the next day, apologizing with a bouquet of flowers.
"You don't deserve my forgiveness for what you did. I just wanted to play around with your phone and you got all angry. That was unfair, Sean."
"I know, babe. I was stupid. Forgive me. Please, don't let us fight too long over this. I'm sorry. I promise." After much begging, she finally accepted my apology, and we went out together for an apology dinner. I seriously hoped we wouldn't have any fight after that, but I guess not all wishes come through. 2 months later, we had a project to work on and were divided into teams. While I was teamed with 2 girls, Mia got teamed with the 2 hottest boys in the class. I didn't feel bad about it. In fact, I was happy. The 2 boys were known to be smart, so I was sure her team would have the highest mark. On the contrary, Mia was in flames. Once the teaming was done, she dragged me to an empty class, fuming.
"Are you crazy? Why are you with 2 girls? Why didn't you team with males? What game are you playing with me, Sean?"
Shocked was an understatement. I was speechless. "Mia, you also got teamed with 2 guys and I'm not complaining. Why's mine a problem?" "I can't believe you, Mia."
"Don't talk about me. Stop trying to swerve this discussion. I won't do anything with either of them, but I don't trust you. You could cheat on me with them. Can't you see how beautiful they are?"
I tried to control my anger. I saw how pissed off she was, so I didn't want to annoy her further. "Okay, I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault that the teacher picked them for me. You know, none of us had any choices. I'm sorry."
"I don't give a damn about your apology. You have to find a way to switch partners. You can't be with those girls."
She was being ridiculous. There was no way I could ever switch partners, and she knew it. I got angry. "What's your problem? You're with 2 of the hottest guys and I'm not even complaining. Why are you trying to start a fight over nothing?"
"I'm not going to cheat on you with them, but you can. If you don't switch partners, don't ever speak to me again."
I tried calling her back as she stormed off, but she refused to listen. We didn't talk to each other the whole week the project lasted for. Even after, when her team had the highest mark as I'd predicted, she refused to speak to me. I tried talking things out thrice, but when I received a slap the last time, I decided to let her be, even though it hurt a lot. 1 week later, rumors were heard that Mia had an affair with one of the guys. I refused to believe it until the same guy came to mock me with it.
Your girlfriend is the best, bro. She deserves better than you, cheater. Watch how I make her mine.
I was even more shocked at the accusation. Cheater? I'd never cheated on Mia. It was later I got to know that she was spreading news about me cheating on her with the 2 girls I was teamed with. First thing I did was to apologize to the girls for getting them involved in the silly drama. Afterward, I debunked the rumor and went to find Mia. Before I could speak, she burst into tears.
Forgive me, Sean. I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. You know I'd never do that intentionally. I was so jealous that I let it blind me. I'm sorry.
Seeing her crying was my weakness. I ended up apologizing and comforting her, the complete opposite of what I'd intended to do. She was perfect at that. I had no idea until she manipulated me again, 1 month later. Before we started dating, we both had our friends. Among mine, only one was a female while the other 2 were males. Once we started dating, Mia had made sure I hardly spoke to them. Whenever we were supposed to go somewhere together, Mia would stop me, claiming they were trying to take my attention. Hence, I stopped going out with them. However, when I was invited to the birthday party of the only girl in our friend group, I couldn't refuse. Right from high school, we'd celebrate our birthdays together. I couldn't afford to miss it. I knew Mia wouldn't let me go if I told her, so I didn't. On the night of the party, I was there with my friends, as well as a few other classmates. I felt so good, as it had been a long time since I last partied. The birthday celebration went well, until it was almost time to end it. The door was flung open as Mia stormed in. She walked up to me and landed me a resounding slap on my cheek in front of everyone.
How dare you go behind my back and attend a party, Sean? Why? You wanted to cheat on me with these girls?
I would never do that to you, Mia. Stop being like this. She suddenly burst into tears and dropped on her knees. I was confused and felt bad. Seeing her acting so broken made me feel angry at myself. As I wanted to speak, my friend interrupted me.
Don't you dare apologize, Sean. She's clearly manipulating you. Coming here to celebrate with us isn't bad. Don't be stupid.
Mia cried louder, and my heart broke. I shut my friend up and even pushed him before I knelt and began apologizing to Mia. Once she saw me like that, she stopped crying and began smiling instead.
Can you all see? Sean belongs to me and you can never have him. Enjoy your party by yourselves. Let's go home, baby.
I left with her, ignoring my friends' calls. I stopped speaking to them after that day because Mia made me promise to avoid them. The day I finally got fed up was when she tried to harm herself because she saw me speaking to a female teacher. I knew I couldn't keep up anymore, so I ended things. No matter how hard she cried and cut herself with a razor, I refused to be manipulated anymore and left her place. She skipped classes for a whole week. When she returned, she avoided me like a plague. Of course, I was grateful for that. 3 months went by and my life was back to how it used to be. I was fine again with my friends, and I was able to speak freely to female students. One day, I got summoned to the school president's office. My jaw dropped open when I got informed that Mia accused me of raping her. I didn't. I would never do that. She's telling lies against me. They didn't believe me. Apparently, Mia was at the hospital and there were traces of forceful sex. Even more, my shirt was found at the scene. I couldn't be more confused. It felt like a dream until I found myself in a cell at the police station. My friends came to visit me, promising to get me out of that situation because they knew she framed me. I didn't know how they planned to do it, but I finally understood a week later. I suddenly got released and even received an apology from the officers and Mia's parents. It was when my friends visited at home that I got to know how my name was cleared. They'd visited her at the hospital and started an exchange of words with her. In the middle of that, and out of anger, Mia revealed that she paid someone to rape her just to set me up. And the shirt at the scene was one I'd forgotten at her place, which she intentionally placed there. My friends had recorded everything and given the recording to the cops. They immediately went to interrogate Mia. She tried to deny it, But after hearing the recording, she burst into tears and confessed. I refused to let it go so easily. I informed my parents, who were lawyers, and they pressed charges against Mia on false accusations and defamation of character. When the school heard her confession, she was immediately expelled. The court found her guilty, and she was sentenced to jail for 8 years. Test results also revealed that the guy she paid to rape her had infected her with HIV and also impregnated her. At only 23 years of age, her life had already begun crumbling, all because of her stupidity. No one at school supported her. Of course, she wasn't worth it. Instead, they all felt bad for me for all I had to go through. I graduated college the next year and got a well-paying job for myself. 3 years later, I got married to my beautiful wife, Eleanor, and we have a kid together now. As for Mia, her child ended up being born with HIV and 2 severe infections, which led to the death of the innocent child after suffering for 2 months. Mia lost her mind after that and has lived in a psychiatric hospital ever since. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below saying I subscribed, and we will try our best to reply to your comment.